West LA de la Cruz. Turn on the JAFFOs, get my news. 7FO doing good, how I knew. All pro, JAFFO, the all pro. Jump talk sports, they speak facts. You talk smack, you get sacked. Come tune in, sit in chat. Sports you like, they speak all that.
Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the All Pro JAFFOs, bringing you the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. I'm your host, JP. Alongside me, as always, the best DJ in the entire world. Don't ever tell him what to play, Mr. DJ Madstitch.
What's going on, people?
And thank God, ladies and gentlemen, it is now fucking football season. Holy crap.
Yes.
It is that time of year where I know my wife will be missing me throughout the season. I know every Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday and Monday, at minimum, I will be basically glued to the TV watching nothing but football, whether it is college, whether it is NFL. We have a long season to get through, and today's the show that we get to talk about it, get a little predictions on what's going to happen in this lovely season, and have a little cameos from a few friends and family members of the Jaffo family. So it's going to be a good show. Match 6. As we started off, I just wanted to say, man, rest in peace to the Valley High School football program.
Man, it's a sad day in history. Like, man, I can't wrap my mind around it. I'm like, me, so we talking about, Valley High School's my alma mater, 4 years high school, known for football. We've had NFL cats come out of there, Ray Caruth, some other cats, Charles Mann from back in the day went to Valley. He's had some, basketball. We were known for sports, like whatever sport. We all played sports. And it was almost like if you didn't play sports, you was a nobody at that time. This was the 90s. And then, we get this letter today saying that high school football, they canceling the season because they ain't got enough people to play. I'm like, who don't want to play football? Like, what the heck is wrong with y'all? Like, I was talking to a couple of classmates, I posted it and everybody's been chiming in, and they were saying the school, like the neighborhood around us kind of turned into more like an academic school, like the neighborhood. You have a lot of, the culture has changed over there. So it's not the culture where they really going to go out and play football, but it's just sad. I'm like, man, so I got people reaching out. They was like, what can we do? So we're trying to figure out something. I'm like, man, can we just go lace them up and just go play for fun? At least so y'all can have a season,
Have an alumni game, something.
Yeah. I'm like, it's just sad. I'm just like, man, you never want to hear a school. I mean, at least it could have been like for something like somebody got in trouble or, not just because you ain't got people who don't want to play. And then I was talking to a buddy.
You're going to cancel the season, at least let it be for fighting or something. Not because nobody wants to play.
All the roofing all the cheerleaders or something, something.
Oh, no. Come on.
Make it worse.
We're going too far.
Make it worse.
We just started.
But I'm just like, man, I'm off the El Macho, so it's going to be a good show tonight.
I'm literally 2 minutes into the live stream. And already.
It's sad to hear, yeah. So it's just like, man, like, yeah. So it's
I mean, whenever I hear programs and stuff like that, it doesn't sound like it's a permanent thing. It kind of sounded like it was just a this season thing.
Yeah, but it's just worse because you just get, especially if the culture has changed and you just go on a season after season where, those families live in the neighborhood, so if they're not wanting to play sport, like the soccer team just won like the state championship, so why don't they go play football? They already playing football, so they might as well go play some football.
I mean, it's still pretty wild. You see these schools, like you said, they're known for football and for sports and stuff, and then down the line something happens and then there's no longer a program. It's surprising.
Yeah.
It throws people off. That's something that's pretty wild. But yeah, I came across it and I was just like, wait a minute. I was like, is this like Sacramento Valley High School? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it is. I was like, oh shit. Let's send this to
That's
Master and see
crazy.
what he has to say.
I'm just like, man, it's the end of an era. Yeah, I'm like, I don't think they've ever. I mean, they got sorry over the years, but to be able to just cancel, at least you got individuals wanting to go out there and play, but you can't even feel like a 53-man roster. I'm like, man,
And it's more than a 53. I mean, in high school, shit, you can have damn near 100 kids in your goddamn
body
squad.
on the team in high school, so all you got to do is come to practice, whether you playing or not. Is different, but at least you say you part of the team.
But it's like my question becomes like, how bad does your team need to be performing, or how bad do things need to be for people to not even want to play? Because I've seen schools that teams haven't won shit in pretty much their entire existence.
But at least they still get out there, though. Yeah, it was like
exactly.
But I was talking to a buddy of mine who he DJs the high school dances there, and he chimed in and he was like, it's the same thing with the dances. The dances get canceled all the time because they don't show up. They don't go to them. And I'm just like, that's wild. Like, our high school dances would be packed. You know what I mean? Like, that's a chance to get out from home and just wild out for the evening. But yeah, so it just sounds like it's just different around there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, man, y'all don't want to go to the dance? I'm like, man. So
we have become so socially awkward.
Yep. And that's what it is. What it boils down to a lot of time, it's like they don't know how to do, they rely on social media for everything, so they don't know how to actually get out there and go have fun and do stuff, So
I mean,
that's it. Yeah.
All the kids are like, have you seen the movie Benchwarmers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Howie, the brother who doesn't like to go outside because of the sun. Yep. That's how we've all become.
Mm-hmm.
Walking outside, swinging swords at fucking Girl Scout, trying to get cookies because we're so afraid of the sun. Pissing in our own, water jugs. But I mean, other than that, high school football is going on everywhere right now. We did for a quick second have Derek Duncan, aka Shug Light, aka owner of the A7FL West, on here for a second, but then he is currently at a high school football game right now and had to go do his duties and stuff. Wife kicked him off, at least for the time being of the show. So again, football's all the way around. It's all the way back. You got high schools everywhere. You got colleges everywhere tomorrow. I believe it's 0 tomorrow, last week of the preseason. And then it's not next weekend, but the following weekend. It'll be week 1 of the NFL season. We here at the All Pro JAFFOs will be having our yearly All Pro JAFFO Fantasy League football draft on September 6th, I believe it is. It's the Sunday right before the season starts. So you got Thursday night football that starts off the season that Sunday before we got the draft and everything at 3 p.m. So maybe we can do a live stream or something like that while all that's going on. And then currently right now you've got we in week 3 of the preseason right now. We were just talking about it a little bit. The Raiders and the 49ers are going on currently. Just starting off the game. Niners are a little bit of a drive about it. But again, it's preseason. Not really a whole lot. But, Bay Area or former Bay Area rivals, considering the Raiders are now in Vegas. People are still going to get up about it. People are still going to talk shit. People are still going to, want to have those bragging rights, even though, again, none of it really matters. Um, but it'll be interesting to see this coming NFL season with all the moves, with everything that's been going on. But now you have the Buccaneers taking on the Dolphins 24-14 right now, with 5:20 left in the fourth. 49ers are settling now for a field goal to go up 3-0, with 1 second under 13 minutes left in the first quarter. College wise, there's so much shit going on. We've got a lot of things hopefully getting ready to get done coming up soon, especially with San Jose State. We've got San Jose State and Sacramento State taking each other on for the first game of the season of their respective seasons. So we want to see, and I think it's at San Jose State. So definitely going to want to go see that. I remember talking with Mizzle from Mizzle and Dub Show over on there, wanting to go see the Causeway Classic at some point this year between Sacramento State and UC Davis. I'm still like so college football games. You know, there's the rivalries and everything like that, right? What game or what rivalry game, what two schools or whatever would be like a bucket list game for you to go witness?
Probably because I'm like it would probably have to be like USC, like Oregon, because I like the West Coast, kind of the West Coast team. So to be to go see something like that, like USC, Oregon, or like the Cali Classic or the Causeway Classic. I've been to a couple of those. Those are pretty cool. But to me, it's like they're cool, but I want that big school feel. You know, that big school, like it's a rivalry, but I want that. You got 50, 60, some thousand people in the stands just going crazy for their team. You know what I mean? I want that rival stuff, that kind of feel. So any of the teams that's like, well, I don't even think it's not even Pac-10 no more. Huh? They all, or didn't most of them leave?
It's the Pac-2.
Yeah. I would say mostly everybody left. Yeah. So
the Big 10 is now the Big 15. The Big 12 is now the Big 14 or something like that. And the SEC is just a fucking super conference that has all the best teams in it, pretty much.
Yeah. Another one, if I was able to travel, would be Alabama and Georgia. I would definitely go see
that'd be a good one.
That'd be a fun one, yeah.
That'd be a good one. I'd want I want to see a lot of the classic rivalries. I definitely want to see Texas, Oklahoma. That's definitely something that's on the bucket list. Stanford, Cal. That's the classic rap. Michigan, Ohio State. Let's see. I mean, Alabama, Georgia, but Alabama, Auburn, the Iron Bowl. That'd be a good one to go see. There'd be a lot. Miami, Florida State would be good.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Yep.
That'd be a fun one. Shit, even Florida State would be a pretty good one to go see at the Swamp or in Tallahassee, either one. I've been to San Jose State and Hawaii. I've been to that in Fresno State. They're like the what people will call the minor rivalries.
Yeah.
And Mizzle at Miami, Florida State. Him being a Florida State fan, he's laughing because I guess to him it's not very much of a rivalry. But there's
even another good one would be the Army Navy game. That's another big that they.
Our Army Navy would be cool, but I just don't feel like watching the triple option all game long.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't feel like the triple option is entertaining football.
Mm-hmm.
Like the entire game, just wing T, triple option, style, wishbone, old school
Yeah.
stuff. Like I don't know how entertained by that I would
Yeah, I know,
be.
right?
I mean, I get the prestige and like all
Mm-hmm.
the, because again, it is a classic rivalry. It dates back a
Yeah, yeah.
long, long time.
Yeah, I think it's
You know, so
it's like the oldest rival, one of the oldest rivalries. Yeah.
I think it might be the oldest because I'm pretty sure Army Navy rivalry has been going on since fucking 1920s. Because college football's been around a lot longer than professional football.
Actually, the
So
oldest Yale Princeton is the oldest.
Yale, Princeton, Ivy League schools.
I'm like, they even got football teams. I'm like, you'll never see.
I know, right? Harvard has a team, believe it or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
got
that's
the Ivy
crazy.
League championship and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What I think one of they said that college football back in the day, one of the best games ever played or something like that was it was like 12-12 or like 12-13 or something like that. It kind of resembled the quote unquote greatest game ever played for the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Where like it was a real close game like that, but it was between, I think it was like Yale and Princeton,
Yeah, they
like
go
or
back
like
to
a Harvard Yale type of rivalry game.
that rivalry goes back to 1873.
1870
1873, yeah.
fucking three.
And then it was Yale and Harvard. Then you got Princeton, Penn, Princeton and Harvard, Yale versus Brown, Harvard versus Dartmouth, Lafayette versus Lehigh, South Dakota State versus South Dakota, Cornell versus Columbia, and Penn versus Cornell. Those are the top 10
You
oldest
remember
rivalries.
when Ivy League schools used to be the shit?
I know, right? I'm like, shit,
Back in the
1873.
1800s.
I'm like, shit, 100 years before we was even born, at least for me.
And where are they now? Well,
Yeah.
a little different now. Times have definitely changed now, but damn, 1870, that's a long,
Mm-hmm.
long time. And I'm trying to figure out how the hell professional football didn't start taking way until like the 1900s. I believe the first professional football was in the 1920s,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
So that rivalry dates back 151 years
151 years.
to date. Yep. That's crazy.
That's insane.
And just to think of like how far football has come just in the past 15, 20 years, like so you think back playing football like 151 years ago, what it was like.
Professional football, oh no, it was earlier. Okay, so it actually was earlier, but it's still about 20 years after the date was November 12th, 1892.
Yeah. So yeah,
And
you
I
still like
bet you,
20,
Dub,
20
if you're
some years.
listening, I know you
Yeah.
probably know every fucking detail of that day.
I know. He probably
Who
knows starting
played,
quarterback back then.
who played Skipper McDuffie was the starting quarterback.
Mm.
No, not literally. I'm just saying, like
Okay.
these
I'm like,
weird
damn, he
ass
really brought that up there. I'm like, damn.
old ass names. It was the day that the Allegheny, Allegheny, Allegiant, Allegheny Athletic Association football team defeated the Pittsburgh Athletic Club. So there wasn't even like team names. These were
Peter
just like
Porter.
associations.
Peter Porter was the quarterback for Yale in the early days of the program. Peter Porter.
Peter Porter. What a name. What an original, like,
Peter.
old-timey name.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Porter. PP. That's what they used to call him back in the day.
PP.
Double P. Attaboy. Yep, the Allegheny Athletic Association defeated Pittsburgh Athletic
Are you
Club.
done? Don't throw it away. Here, bring it here. Don't waste the sandwich.
The game itself was not a momentous event, but one of the circumstances of the game did make it a never-to-be-forgotten moment in sports history. One of the players, for the AAA players, the William Pudge Heffelfinger.
Damn.
William Pudge Heffelfinger. What a fucking name. Was openly paid $500 to play the game. $500 in 1892?
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's got to be like $1 billion now. That's insane. Pro Football made it so that's because Pudge over here got paid $500 to play that game. That's why it's considered the first professional football game. Jesus Christ. With the Pittsburgh Athletic had suspected something illegal was afoot. There was no immediate evidence to back up its belief that it had abandoned standard practices of the day by actually. Oh, so okay, and then absolute verification, in fact, did not become public for almost 80 years until the Pro Football Hall of Fame displayed document and expense account sheet for paying cash of $500 while it was possible. So he wasn't supposed to get paid. Apparently, that was illegal, and they didn't find out that happened until 80 years after the fact.
Damn.
And they're calling it, or essentially that receipt. It's a game performance bonus to W. Heffelfinger for playing cash $500, while it is possible that others were paid to play before 1892. The AAA expense sheet provides the first irrefutable evidence of out-and-out cash payment. It is appropriately referred to today as pro football's birth certificate. So the very first noted professional player was William Pudge Heffelfinger. That name is very fun to say. Attaboy, Pudge, way to make history. Even though it was illegal, way to make history. Interesting. And then then 18. So they were all like, they were like clubs. It wasn't like they were named the Bears and the Packers and all that. That didn't happen until later. Like they were just called clubs, and kind of like how soccer clubs and everything like that are named now. Like the city with like football club at the end of it. Like that's kind of what it was back in the day. But then we didn't want to be too close to them. Sponsored great variety of sports teams, became popular phenomenon in the United States in the years immediately after the Civil War. Yep. We figured, you know what? We can't fight each other in bloody battle anymore, so let's make it a competitive event. Where nobody dies, but we can still beat each other's ass.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I had my fantasy draft in one of my other leagues today. It's crazy how they do like the grade, because to me, I felt like I had a good draft. But, you know, then they sent the grade. It was like D-, like, you might finish last. I'm like, what the hell? So let me get to it. I was like, that's crazy how they graded or whatever. I'm like, it don't even make sense.
Where did you pick up?
So I got because they started the draft at like 12 o'clock today, right when we was in the middle of this damn tour. So I wasn't able to I did like the first couple like the main players, and then when it got to like defense, I just kind of let it pick by the time we got there. I was driving. So like one of my quarterbacks, I got Prescott, I got Marvin Harris Jr., I got Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, James Conner, Goddard, DK Metcalf, Ridley. I got Schultz. I got other quarterback. I got Jeff Goff. I got Tyler Lockett, Herbert from Chicago running back, Mitchell for Indy. For kicker, I got Tyler Bass. Defense, I got Miami defense. And then as one of my other running backs, because that league, there's 14 teams. So if you don't pick some folks up and somebody get hurt, then you fucked. Yeah, and then I got Elliott. I got Ezekiel just as a fill-in.
Terrible. What up, Mizzo?
What's up, brothers? How's it going?
All right.
I'm good.
Yeah.
How's the work life treating you right now?
Oh, it's Friday and I'd rather be at home, but bills got to be paid. The wife need things, so us males, we got to do what we got to do.
Got to keep the lights on.
We added a new addition to the family.
No issues there.
Shitty.
Yeah.
Oh, what's happening?
Yeah, George is George. George Cashmere.
I like it. It.
What kind of cat is it?
He's a tabby, but he's like buff color, that kind of like orange, but he's kind of that more cream color orange. They call him buff.
He's a tabby. The ears look like the
ears,
big one.
The fuzz that come out. He's gonna be pretty big. His paws are pretty big, so I think he's gonna be pretty big. Onyx ain't too fond of him yet.
No, Onyx is like, I want to fucking throw that thing across the room right now.
I've been trying to gradually meet them, so I haven't taken them out to eat meat yet. I've been kind of letting them meet through the cage, and I'm like, Onyx gonna get out, and poor little kitty gonna be a snack.
Can't have that happen. I saw that you put up on the rivalries and everything. I did say Michigan, Ohio State as one of them that would be a pretty cool one to go to. But obviously, the top of my bucket list is Red River, Texas, Oklahoma.
As you should. As I said and said,
In
Florida
the
State,
Cotton
Miami.
Bowl.
That would be one to go to as well. Well, when Miami's relevant, it'd be good to go to. If they're still shitty, then there's no point.
I mean, Miami apparently is pretty good on college football 25.
Yeah, a bunch of probably Miami fans made the damn game.
I was about to say, I'm like, man, they've been ranked like top 5 when I've been playing.
You see?
Which, by the way, people, if you have college football 25 and you want to create a dynasty and you're part of the JAFFO Army, get your ass on there and get a dynasty going with the JAFFO Army.
I'll have the game next week.
My Xbox too old for NCAA. I still got Xbox One. We still old school over here. If it ain't broke, don't fix
it. he said my shit's too old to play that game.
It's working just fine. So Call of Duty worked just fine for me. So I'm cool.
That's good. That's classic. That's classic.
Oh shit.
I'll have the game next week. I had to beat some other games before I buy the game. So I'll have it next week.
It took. See, I remember when you can build your own team and everything like that, like within the game.
Yeah.
Like you create your own. You gotta fucking do it like completely, like on your computer or laptop now. You can't create anything in the game. So, but me and Caleb were getting that done these last 2 days. It took us a little while because there is a lot of shit in the creative process on the team builder. The only thing that we couldn't do really was create the players, like the new names and everything like that for the players. But it's up. PvP University, the Jaffo Army is up and available for download. Go to your creation centers, type in PvP University or just PvP, whichever one. Usually it'll pop up. You just put PvP and download the Jaffo Army and begin your dynasty with us. Got see, I think we got 5 different alternate jerseys in there. Got a home, away, all whites, all red, and all grays. So it's got a pretty good little collection of uniforms and alternates and stuff like that that you can move around with and stuff. I'm already 2 games in, just beat the shit out of Michigan. I'm cool with that. I'm on our way to get our national title. Taking the place of Texas, I booted them out and just took over the stadium. So now all of it is the Jaffo Stadium is now at DKR World Stadium, where over 100,000 Jaffo Army fans are rooting their fucking heads off. So get in there, create your dynasty, and get it going. Mizzle, obviously, football season has begun. What are some of the things that you are most looking forward to or most excited about, whether it be the professional level or the collegiate level?
Well, I'm interested to see year 2 of Bryce Young. Let's see what Canales is going to do for that young man. Let's see if that offensive line that they're supposed to beef up will help him out. As for college football, I'm gonna jump between. I'm just interested to see what this 12 playoff system is gonna look like. You know, now all the bragging right about if your team finished at the top and they didn't get in, now there's no excuses now. Win, and get in, and just and play. So that makes the college football season more interesting for anything. As NFL, I'm just happy it's back. It's been like it's been gone for 2 years, but it's only been like a season. But
It always
I'm just
feels like that, right?
right. It comes so fast and ends so fast and takes forever to get back. So I'm just juiced for the season though. But yeah, my main thing is
It's
I would love and also to see what Jaden Daniels is gonna do up there in Washington. But before the season starts, I am so intrigued to see what your team is gonna do with your left tackle and wide receiver.
left tackle. I'm not worried about. Wide receiver. I lost all of my fucks given a little while ago on that. If he stays, cool. If he doesn't, we get something and someone for him. That's fine. But I know Trent Williams, like he's not going nowhere.
Yeah,
He's not
I
going
totally
nowhere.
agree with that.
They're gonna pay him whatever he wants, and be fine with that. And I'm fine with that because he's a very big key piece to the offensive line. Without Trent Williams, the offensive line just collapses, and that's just like stone hard facts of it. I like what I've been seeing out of the rookie in the right side, which gives
Yes,
me hope
yes, yeah,
because fucking the right side of the line has been a problem the last 5 years essentially. So seeing him coming in, putting in work, doing well on the right side is making me feel a little bit better about the situation. We'll see come like game time, like actual game time when it really counts. We'll see how it goes. But for right now, what I'm seeing, at least preseason wise and stuff, it's pretty impressive so far. He's not bad.
yeah. That's a fair assessment. I kind of
I'm
like the
still
kid
not
too.
sold on Parcells yet.
Is he playing or is he still hurt?
I I,
Who knows?
I don't know. If he's gonna play, then great. If he's not, then another player and stuff like that we've wasted top draft quality for somebody who can't, keep themselves on the fucking field. Did that with Trey Lance, and now we're doing it with another receiver.
Well, you guys don't
Um,
have Trent Baalke there no more, so I don't understand what's going on with your draft picks and drafting players that are still hurt.
I like to call it bad juju. Even though somebody is gone, they still tend to leave a bit of a stink when they leave, and it takes
I
a
know what you
while
mean.
to kind of get that odor out of the building, type of thing. There's
Remember,
not
you're
enough
talking to a Raider
ozone in the
fan. I
world
know.
right now. There's not enough ozone in the world right now to get rid of that odor that's going on. So
Correct.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's if John Lynch didn't get all of Balky's shit out of the office when he left. But something's got to give at some point, because right now I'm kind of. This is one of the first seasons, and I'll have to admit this, that I've been so drained emotionally the last 3 to 4 years that I'm going, you know what? I don't think anything's changed. We've got all these pieces. We've got all this, hoopla about who we have, and everyone. Oh shit! It's looking like another Super Bowl. That's fine until we're holding that Lombardi. I'm just not. I'm not as into it or as optimistic as most 49ers fans are going into the season. Because even though there's going to be a win, they're probably going to have a winning record. But at the end of the season, does any of that matter?
No. No. You play to
You
host the
know,
Super Bowl. You play to get to the Super Bowl and to host the trophy. So that goes to my question. So is this a make or break year for Kyle Shanahan? Is he on the hot seat per se?
I think he's going to end up kind of like a. I think Jed York is going to make it a situation where, as long as he's getting the team to the playoffs, like a
That's good
Mike
enough.
Tomlin situation, they're
Yeah,
content with making the playoffs. They definitely don't want to be the bottom of the barrel anymore. And good God, I agree. We shouldn't settle for the bottom of the barrel.
agreed.
But I mean, we got to be able to. Kyle's been able to do quite a bit with what he's been given. He hits on a lot of late round draft picks, whether that's through development or whether the players are he's got an eye for drafting talent. Him and Lynch, they're a good 1-2 combo.
Oh yeah.
It's just the
The Super
common
Bowl.
denominator. They're just choking
His
in the
play
big
calling in the Super
situations.
Bowl.
Yeah, play calling in the Super Bowl, big time situations to get you where you need to be, and you can't deliver.
Yep.
You're not prepared enough. You're not. Whether it's one reason or another, they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. So it's we can call offensive, guru, all this other shit. John Lynch, great GM. Yeah, make all this praise all you want to. They still have no Lombardis to their name. The 5 originals that we have are still in there collecting dust with no family members to join them.
Yeah, they pretty much are dusty. Last time I saw them, that was pretty dusty when I was down at Levi for our company party last year.
Damn. Hey, I got no
And they
room to talk, so
had the nerve to have a security guard like somebody wouldn't take them.
hey, I got no room to talk. If your Super Bowls is collecting dust, then damn.
Y'all's have the cobwebs on them then.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah. No,
saying.
that's the same for us, but the Niners, they always gonna find a way to choke. I'm just ready to run that video back again this coming year.
Yeah, he look. I saw him put it back up again. I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm like,
God
come
damn
on,
it,
season.
poor
I'm
Hey,
like,
kid.
you
yeah,
had me in tears when I seen that video.
that shit was funny, boy. I was like, man.
People were so upset with that. But people were so upset with Matt Six on that video. People were mad for me for some reason.
Let me be
I don't
mad,
understand
man.
why.
You see nobody hit me up and said nothing. I wish they would.
People felt bad. It's like, damn, you really just let Mad Six laugh in your face and everything like that. I'm like, okay, first things first. First thing, I'm in his house. Secondly, secondly, what the fuck was I gonna say? They choked it off.
Yeah,
We were literally watching them in real time, live in 4K, choking it off.
Yeah.
Who the fuck was I to sit there and complain and be like, like, no, we got our asses kicked. We left it to the fight. We left it to the refs. We left it to everything else. We fucking sucked. Lost the game. We deserve to get laughed at.
Not being prepared for overtime. That's where they
Well, that too.
That was the biggest mistake. How you just not prepare for overtime?
Wait, but I don't understand how you don't prepare for everything.
Yeah, it's like
exactly.
The Super Bowl. Yeah,
so wait,
every fucking situation.
You probably wasn't prepared for overtime, but I guarantee you practiced for an onside kick, though.
Yeah.
You've got to practice for all phases of the game.
You prepare for trick plays, everything. Yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
This is the last game of the year. They're going to pull out things you ain't probably seen all season long. Mm-hmm. You should be prepared for that.
Yeah.
Should be.
So, I don't know if I was Kyle Shanahan, I would not come out and say, or any coach that said, well, we weren't prepared for that. What the fuck you mean you wasn't prepared?
Yeah.
You had 2 weeks to fucking practice.
You had characters that are not characters. You got players out there going out and go, oh yeah, we didn't even know the overtime rules. What?
And wait,
what do you mean you didn't know the new overtime rules?
I hate to bring this up from a different sport, but let's go to the A7 championship game. The Insomniacs practiced championship points, and what won them the championship? What the fuck they practiced? Championship points. Prepare for everything. Everything. Hell, prepare for somebody to freak on the field.
They sat here thinking that it was going to be the same as that. Like, oh, we need to get the ball. We need to, like, no, you need to understand what the fuck's going on. What are we doing? And then now, again, we're in a point right now where I don't know how much I should actually be excited. Like I'm so drained already.
Well, be excited for regular season. You know you're gonna win the regular season. Save your anxiety when you get to the playoffs.
That's like the Lakers holding up and putting banners up for the midseason trophy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what that's like. Cool regular season, yeah. Hey, the Warriors had the greatest regular season of all time. What did they have at the end of that? Fucking nothing.
Stop me right in the goddamn heart with that one.
I'm so it's again, none of it matters unless you're holding Mr. Lombardi up at the end of the year. None of it matters.
Facts.
All the excitement, all the shit talking, all the hard work, all the coverage, all the yay team, all the music videos, all the fucking new sayings. We've had Bang Bang Niner Gang for the last 3-4 years. We need to come up with something new now. We're going to have a different saying by midway season. I guarantee you if we win the West, they're going to come out with some sort of music video before we even do shit in the playoffs, because I've been saying that every time they do that shit, it's a goddamn curse to the team because we're over here acting like we already won the goddamn thing. That's the problem with 49er fans. We're over here talking like we already won some shit and we've done some shit. We haven't done nothing. We've been sitting here. We used to be able to boast that we were the only team who was 5-0, almost Jordan-like status in Super Bowls. No losses, no interceptions, no bullshit. Just walk in, handle business, walk the fuck out.
Yeah.
Those days are long gone now.
Yep.
3 times we have losses in there now.
Damn, you guys could have as many rings as Brady right now.
Yep.
We could have 8.
At the rate y'all going, J-Lo going to surpass y'all.
Oh shit.
He's already tied. She just filed for divorce too. That 6th one's coming quick.
Man, I was like,
That 6th one's coming for some poor sucker real quick.
She got more rings than LeBron.
Damn.
That's the meme that's been going on to chase the 5. I think she got 4. So there's the race. It's the race to 5. Yeah.
Oh, I thought she did have 5.
Yeah, I thought
she
she
got
was
4.
on
Yes,
5.
it's the race to 5. Yeah, between her and LeBron, who's gonna get it first?
J-Lo. J-Lo.
Yeah.
J-Lo 100% is going to get it first. 100%. She might get 2 or 3 before the time is all done and over with.
Shit, before the season start.
Before LeBron retires, for sure.
She probably on her way on our next one right now as we speak.
Got to get that 5. The chase for greatness. That's a different type of ring chasing. Different type of greatness, apparently. Either.
All right, well, fellas, thank you for having me on Duty Calls.
Of course, sir.
I'll be chiming in while I'm still working, but hey, if you guys are free Sunday, y'all know 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern time, the Mizzle and Dub show will be doing our weekly, our yearly football show. Chime in, because it could be 8 hours this year. Who knows?
Jesus Christ, 6 hours last year. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think we might surpass that with many guests.
Damn.
But thank you guys for having me on, man. Enjoy the show.
Oh, yeah, Mizzle.
All right, brothers.
All
right. Dig in soon, sir. Well, that's Mizzle from the Mizzle and Dub Show. Before we go on a little bit further, let's get it quick. We got a new ad, ladies and gentlemen, from the team that we help sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, from the number 2 nationally ranked indoor football team. Ladies and gentlemen, Cali Gold.
Team 14 Minutes Left presents a call to all business owners, business professionals, franchises, and anyone looking to become a sponsor of the Cali Gold 8-man indoor football team. You can send your sponsorship inquiries to caligoldfootball@gmail.com. Cali Gold 8-man indoor football team plays both internationally and nationally. In the 2025 season, we will be traveling to Monterrey, Mexico, as well as Los Angeles, Texas, San Diego, and Las Vegas. Our home games are held in the covered arena at Maydew Park in Roseville, California. The 2025 season will begin in February, and we play through July. Our home games are live streamed through our Twitch channel, Cali Gold Football. February is just around the corner, so send your sponsorship inquiries to caligoldfootball@gmail.com. As a sponsor, you can have your logo on our jerseys and flyers. Your business is named and linked in all of our socials, as well as advertised on our new padded dasher boards. Cali Gold earned being ranked as high as the 2nd indoor football team in the nation by Arena Football Coverage. So to become part of the Cali Gold team and family, send your inquiries to caligoldfootball@gmail.com.
Yes, Cali Gold Football. Go check them out. It's going to be with Coach Brown and everything else like that. It's trying to break through when it comes to incorporating football and entertainment. So go check out Cali Gold. Once again, Cali Gold Football. Go check them out on all social media platforms. And then once again, if you're looking to sponsor or get in on the Cali Gold action, go ahead and shoot them that email.
And did you know Max Kellerman used to be a rapper?
Yes, I do know that.
Yeah, I've seen it. I never even knew that. Signed to Columbia Records.
Yeah, his I think it was shortly after that his brother passed away. He was killed by a former boxer.
Mm.
There's a whole video and everything else like that. They were apparently friends, and Max's brother and everything had brought him in. Some things went down, and it ended up, Max's brother ended up getting killed. Uh, yeah, that's a whole. But yeah, he used to be a rapper back then. Apparently, he was a
Yeah,
pretty good one.
yeah,
He
that's what I
was
said. 'Cause I think T.O. told Stephen A that he was that Max Kellerman was blacker than him. I was like damn.
holy shit. Oh, that's terrible. I mean, is he? No, no, that's a bad question. That's a terrible question. Shannon. Wait, he was talking to Shannon?
Yeah, or to Stephen A. Smith. He told Stephen A. Smith that
Oh,
Max
Shannon
Kellerman.
told Stephen A. Smith that.
T.O. told Stephen A. Smith that Max Kellerman was
Oh,
blacker than him. Yeah.
oh, you know that hurt.
Oh yes.
You know that one hurt.
Yeah.
49ers are up 10-0 right now. What are some? Mizzle had mentioned a little bit of it. What do you think of the 12-team playoff for college football now?
It'll be interesting. Like this whole thing's gonna be interesting with everybody moving around and a lot of times like especially like for me, like watching it, I don't really watch like for conferences, just watching a good game. Like I said before, like for me it's I just want to see like a good game, like a sports game. I'm not into all the stats and all of that. So it'll definitely be interesting to see the dynamics of how this plays out this year. To see all the changes and everybody in different leagues and so that's definitely gonna be different. I
I'm
think it'll be
thinking
pretty cool.
it's something I think it's a long time coming.
Yeah.
I know my brother and I have been talking about it about certain things, and we've talked about it on this show too about ways to be able to make the college football playoff and everything more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause, back in the day, everybody used to get pissed at the BCS system because there's favoritism or whatever it is. So they went to the college football system. Well, or the college football playoff system. Well, essentially, it was just the BCS system with 4 teams this time instead of 2. But when you make it 12 teams, and the basis on how to get in is basically like winning the conference, so you're giving these smaller conferences a better chance to possibly make it in.
How the hell you do that?
Now, eh, because granted, if let's say somebody from the Mountain West, right? Mountain West goes in, they go undefeated. They can make maybe the 10, 12 seed or something like that going in, and then you have your Cinderella teams that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking these top 12. It's not just going to be the top 12 best team. Like there's let me see how they're gonna format it because football playoff format. Okay, so
How you get that little bubble that popped up? Did you see that the little bubble with the thumbs up?
oh that happens at random moments, bro.
Yeah,
I
I ain't
don't
never
even
seen
know.
that. What the heck?
There's another like if I put the thumbs up, there's another one. I don't know what I do or whatever, but like you'll
Oh, it
see the
does. Hand does too.
fireworks and
Okay.
shit. Yeah, see fireworks and stuff. So the 12 participating teams will be the 5. Okay. This is how they're gonna do it. So 12 teams participating will be the 5 conference champions ranked highest by the CFP selection committees, plus the next 7 highest ranked teams. Um, so the 5 conference champions, which I think at this point is the SEC, the Big 12, Big 10, the ACC. You can't have the Pac-2. That's not a fucking.
Yeah, I'm
It would
like,
have to
who's
be the
that
Mountain. The
Yeah.
Mountain West would have to be fifth that fifth conference. It would have to be.
Yeah.
So you got the Mountain West Conference champion in there. The ranking of the teams will continue to be done by a selection committee, so still BCS style rules. The four highest ranked conference champions will be seeded 1 through 4 and will receive a first round bye. The fifth conference champion will be seeded where it was ranked or at number 12 if it is outside the top 12 rankings. So if that conference champion, so if it is a Mountain West Conference champion, but they still have like 3 losses on their record,
Mm-hmm.
they can still make it, but they'll be at 12.
Okay.
They'll be at the bottom rank. Non-conference champions ranked in the top 4 will be seeded beginning at number 5. Because of this, the seeding 1 through 12 could look different than the final rankings. The 8 teams seeded number 5 through 12 will play in a first round with the higher seeds hosting the lower seeds either on campus or at other sites designated by the higher seeded institution. So the higher
Okay.
seed can determine whether or not they want to basically have a home game or put it at a neutral site, which
Neutral site, okay.
I will bet money 9 times out of 10 it'll be a home game. The selection committee will assign the 4 highest ranked conference champions to playoff quarterfinals hosted by bowls. This will be done in consideration of the historic bowl relationships. Then, in consideration of rankings, for example, if the Sugar Bowl hosts a playoff quarterfinal and the SEC champion is ranked number 1 and the Big 12 champion is ranked number 3, the SEC champion would be assigned to the Sugar Bowl and the Big 12 champion would be assigned elsewhere. The 4 highest ranked conference champions assigned to bowls. Their 4 playoff quarterfinal opponents will be dictated by the bracket, i.e., number 1 versus number 8 or 9 winner, number 4 versus 5-12 winner, number 2 versus 7-10, etc., etc. The college football playoff bracket will follow the selection committee's rankings with no modifications made to avoid rematches between teams that may have played during the regular season and are from the same conference. So they're trying to avoid rematches with this whole thing. The bracket will remain in effect throughout the playoffs. There will be no reseeding. The highest seed will receive preferential placement. Obvious. All 11 games. All 11 games will be under the CFP umbrella with the administrative policies determined by the CFP. So 5 conferences. It doesn't say what conferences they are, but we can probably have a good idea of which conferences they're going to be. At least the top 3 that we know are going to be SEC, Big 12, Big 10. And then from there, it kind of varies on what they're going to go with. So 12 teams, lower ranking, teams or conferences have a Cinderella chance, to get in and make it, which I think was the whole point of the college football playoff to begin with. That was what they wanted, or that's what they were talking about doing from the very beginning, was having it to be, that fair opportunity. Because you had plenty of times before. We remember when UCF, when they went undefeated, but they got, they got left out of the college football playoff because the Conference USA wasn't considered that good of a conference.
Yeah, good conference.
Well, it doesn't matter. They were the only undefeated team that year. Well, it doesn't matter. They're like, no, that's not what this was for. I think having this 12 teams, with that being one of them, the lowest, lowest ranked conference or whatever, still being able to make it kind of regardless of what their record would be.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it for those teams that essentially it rewards those teams that are in weaker conferences.
Yeah.
It's giving them a chance at least, which I think is great. I think it's going to do nothing but bring good things for college football. I think it's going to bring in a hell of a lot more money for college football. So it's just all around good opportunities. Good. It makes it for a longer season too. You're looking at about 14 to 15 games if you make it
Mm-hmm.
all the way through,
Yeah.
which is kind of an entire NFL season. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be very interesting to see how college gets through and gets all of their stuff done, and how the 12 team playoff ends up looking at the end of the year. So we'll see how that works. It's going to be interesting. We may get some Cinderella team in there that all of us are looking at going. Because I mean, shit. Can you imagine if a number 12 seed team goes in and just you have to beat all the best teams essentially in order to make it, and they win the national? Like, think of the storylines.
Yeah, it's the
That could be
underdogs.
made.
Yeah, it's always the underdogs that come back and shock you. You go into it thinking these powerhouse teams thinking it's all good and glory, and I think they take a lot of these other teams lightly. And you get a situation like that, you mess around and lose. Thinking you're gonna go in there and run over somebody, and that team is prepared, for you.
Exactly. That's the type of shit that I personally love to see.
Yeah.
You always love to see. It's like, well, could this team have beaten this team? Well, we would have never know. We never know.
Yeah.
Now is the opportunity to be able to really know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, sometimes you can probably go, yeah, that team wouldn't be able to beat that team. But there's a reason to say, and we can make this for every Saturday, any given Sunday, any given Saturday, any given Friday, any given week in the game of football can turn up some sort of surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Especially college football. Holy shit.
Yeah.
College football of all places. Underdog stories.
Remember there was that team when they play like adults. Remember like a couple years, it was like last year, the year before. There was that team we ain't never heard nothing else about them.
I
can't remember what school it was.
Bishop Sycamore.
Bishop somebody, yeah. I'm like, I wonder we never heard like an outcome of that.
Oh, you didn't see the documentary, did you?
Nah, I didn't know there was a documentary.
On I think it's on Max.
Okay.
On HBO Max. The Bishop Sycamore, they have the full story documentary with the coach, and that coach literally thinks he did nothing wrong. He still thinks he did nothing wrong, and he's still trying to figure out ways to get away with what he was trying to do. So like it's a wild story. I forget what it's called, but I'm pretty sure it's on Max. That documentary. You get the sense that the dude's a little nuts.
Yeah.
Like he's a little loose in the head.
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna go check that out. Yeah.
The wheel is spinning, but the hamster's dead.
The hamster dead, yeah.
Yeah, like that's what's going on in there. Like he's really not seeing the reality of the BS that he did.
Yeah.
Speaking of BS games, the 49ers beating the Raiders 17-7 with 8:17 in the second quarter. Looks like pretty much all the starters are out already, and game's over. 17-7. 49ers win, and we can all go home and be happy.
It's over already?
Well, yeah, all the starters are pulled, so that's when the game is over, right? Like the game ends after that point. I mean, people can watch the subs and stuff like that all they want, but it doesn't really.
Hey, them subs might come back and win. Did Chicago end up beating Kansas last night? I was watching that game and Chicago was up for a while. Who ended up winning that game?
That's a good
And Chicago got a running back that looked pretty real. Stop.
Yep, Chicago won 34-21.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think it was the Chiefs got this running back. Last name was Steele. I was kind of watching part of that game. He gonna be dope. He was pretty good. Like he ran over somebody, like stiff arm, like straight to the end zone, like 30 yards. He was gone. Like carried the whole team back. But I think he was like undrafted, like somebody who wasn't drafted and just kind of like a walk on. But yeah, to me, like he definitely would have earned like on a special team spot or something after last night. He was pretty good.
The Bears are 4-0 in preseason.
Hey, the Bears.
Yeah.
You got Caleb out
Live it
there.
up, Chicago fans.
You got Caleb. What Caleb gonna do this year?
He ain't gonna do shit. He's not gonna do nothing. He's gonna do what every other rookie quarterback other than CJ Stroud does. They're probably at best they go like 8-8 or 8-9 or whatever the fuck it is now.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like with all the new college
everyone's like,
players.
oh, he's doing all these crazy things in the preseason play. He's facing all the fucking second and third stringers.
Mm-hmm.
He better be able to do that shit off of them. So now when you put him in real game scenario, he's going to do what he always does. He's going to fold. He's going to fucking fold. He couldn't handle the pressure at USC. He's not going to be able to handle the pressure now. They're going to want him out of Chicago after year 2.
Yeah.
Like, and nobody wants to blame Caleb Williams for any of it. I keep seeing all these. Well, if Caleb Williams doesn't succeed, whose fault is it? Fucking Caleb Williams.
He came in there as a prima donna, wanting this and this and this, and I want to get paid, and such and such, so I ain't got to pay taxes, and like, man, you tripping?
Like he's already, coming in with this inflated ego that he can do no wrong. And people have been blowing smoke up his ass since in high school. And again, they're already looking for somebody else to blame. Like that was literally a headline. If Caleb Williams doesn't succeed, whose fault is it? What? Who else's fault would it be? It's his own. You have a bad coach. If you have a bad coach year 1, replace him for year 2. Like you can only blame everybody else for so long.
Yeah.
He's gonna probably get his. He's gonna put up some stats and stuff like that. He's gonna put up a decent amount. He might win Rookie of the Year just off of bias itself. He might not have that great of a year statistically, and they'll still give it to him. Somehow, because they want to keep that story alive. They truly want to believe that Caleb Williams is going to be the Patrick Mahomes of the NFC.
Nah.
Like they are truly hoping for that for Chicago. And it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. The kid is not as good as people have been pointing it out to be. We talk about when we talk about recruiters and stuff like that, they talk about intangibles, right? Every time we see quarterbacks that are like 6'1" or under, what do they always call them? Undersized.
Undersized, yeah.
What's Caleb Williams? 6'1", but he's not undersized.
Yeah.
But they seem to be making all the excuses in the world for him. And for me, it just throws me off. It's like, why? Why make the excuse for, you've made the same excuse for everybody else. Oh, he's too small. He's too small. He's too small. Well, he's too small as well. So what makes him different?
Mm-hmm.
He does essentially the same thing that most quarterbacks his size do. They can't see over the fucking line, which every damn offensive lineman nowadays is at least 6'4", 6'5", or above.
Yeah.
Every quarterback that is 6'1" or under, the way they play the game, they don't hang out in the pocket. They go to the outside. They get out of, fuck, I can't see behind this wall, so I have to get out of the pocket to be able to see what the fuck's in front of me.
Yeah, you're doing, yeah.
Constantly on the move. Constantly. That is what that play style is. They have to do that. Otherwise, again, they can't see anybody. The only person who's ever been able to do it successfully is Drew Brees. And the only reason why he was is because he was the master of timing. He didn't have to be able to see over the line. He just knew that if I put the ball over here, somebody's going to be there. Or somebody should be there. That's how Drew Brees did. But every other quarterback outside of that, Russell Wilson, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, any other quarterback who was considered undersized, they're always mobile. They're always scramblers. They're always considered improvisers, guys that get out of the pocket all the time because they fucking have to. They can't see over the line.
Mm-hmm.
So when you watch Caleb, it's like, oh, he can throw great on the run and he can do that. Well, he's constantly on the run. He's constantly moving out of the pocket. Why? Because he can't fucking see over his line.
Yep.
Like he's an undersized quarterback. Does he have skill throwing the football? Yeah. If you go to D1 college and make it to the NFL as a quarterback, you can be able to fucking sling the rock. You better be able to sling the rock. The only person that I've ever seen who's ever not been able to sling it that great and still been able to be a first-round pick is Tim Tebow. But everybody else, in that sense, that it is what it is. And with Caleb Williams, I don't see anything different. He's a quarterback who constantly has to be on the move because he's undersized. Can he make throws on the run? Yeah, because he's practiced doing it his whole career. When you practice doing something over and over and over again, especially out of necessity, you tend to become pretty good at it. If you look at what he's done inside the pocket, nowhere near as well. He struggles inside the pocket. Most of his interceptions that he throws is from inside the pocket.
Yeah.
So that's what these people don't seem to be seeing. So when I hear this, oh, he's the greatest prospect ever. It says who? Jordan Palmer? Somebody who hasn't done shit ever in the NFL? He's been a coach the entire time? Riding the coattails of his brother?
Mm-hmm.
Because Jordan Palmer said so, that I'm supposed to sit here and go, oh my God, Jordan Palmer said he's the greatest of all time. The fuck? Who cares? I don't care what he thinks. What I care about is what I see on film, what I see in college game day. Mm-hmm. And what I saw is every time he played a ranked opponent, he lost.
Lost, yeah.
Every time he played Utah, he lost. He tried going, following Lincoln Riley out of Oklahoma. He's fucking sucked there at Oklahoma, so he went to USC.
Yeah,
Where all the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, all the NIL deals in the world that he can get. And what did he do? Fucking nothing. He's never sniffed the college football playoff.
Trophy, the playoff, yeah.
I might be mistaken, but I don't think he's ever finished a year ranked because they always had 3 or 4 losses at the end of the year. They started ranked, top 10, top 15, whatever, but they would never end the year ranked because they would always lose.
Yeah.
So it's like if I'm seeing on game day that he chokes against the best teams, he can't beat the best teams. He is bad under pressure. He's constantly on the move. He's undersized. What exactly are we seeing when it comes to greatest prospect of all time? I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, cool. I'm wrong. It won't be the first time, definitely won't be the last time. But we've been on this show and we've been more right than we've been wrong. It's just I don't know where it all came from because all the excuses in the world decided to pop up with him.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those you won't know until they links him up in a couple weeks. What he do? He can be different, it could be like just, coaching can make a big difference, coaching and because who's Chicago's coach over there? Is it
Fuck, I don't even remember who
they
hired.
Yeah, I don't remember who their coach is over there right now. So be coaching, line, anything like that. So we'll see. Like I said, we won't know. We know what he did in college. Now, we'll see what he do in the NFL. See if he live up to his height.
Yeah, but
flip burgers in a couple years because he can't cut it.
You better be saving that NIL money that he had there. I'm trying to find. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, I don't even know who Chicago's head coach is at this point. I don't think I remember who their coach was since Levy.
I know, right? You stopped paying attention after Levy.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the roster. Sometimes they have the head coach.
Matt Eberflus. I never even heard of him.
Damn. They got a scapegoat early, huh? They got a scapegoat coach early. Holy shit. Oh, Eberflus. Yeah. They got a scapegoat coach. A little early. They might be waiting on somebody to be coming out of college. So they have a bridge coach going into. Wouldn't it be funny if next year Lincoln Riley leaves college and then the Bears pick up Lincoln Riley? I can see that happening. Because I don't even know who the fuck Eberflus is. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that. I ain't never heard that name before.
So it's like already we're getting in a situation here that's.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting.
We'll see. The new coach, new quarterback. It sounded like he was there last year. So, the new quarterback, we'll see. But usually when you got a new coach, they don't do too swell. I ain't never heard of him on no college team or.
Who knows? Maybe again, it sounds like a scapegoat coach, but that's just me. Predictions on this year, sir.
Man, I was sitting there.
Matter of fact, who are you even rooting for?
Man, I'm rooting for some good football this year. Now, you know me. I'm always, at the end of the day, it's always going to be Cowboys. Whether I like them or not, it's always going to be Cowboys. But, I'm a root for the Jets. We got Aaron Rodgers back. He said this was the worst training camp he's ever had. So we'll see how long Aaron Rodgers play. I think he's gonna be done after this year. So we'll see, but it's kind of hard to tell. Like I feel like there's gonna be some, especially with all these new receivers coming out of college and stuff, and it's gonna be interesting. This year is gonna be interesting, but I still think, like the Niners will still be up there, Philly will still be up there, contenders. Of course, you're gonna have KC up there. I think for KC they need to fix they need a better receiving core. Even though they won, their receiving core is horrible. They're not that good. So it's gonna be interesting. I want to see what's the cat last year? The rookie last year that did get he got hurt. I don't know why I can't think of his name. CJ Stroud. I want to see him. I want to see him like a full season and just ball out this year. So I just want to see some this year. Like I'm not gonna hold down to a team, but I just want to see some of these underdog. Some of these teams that haven't been in it make it and make a push. And tired of seeing the Niners, tired of seeing Philly, tired of seeing the Chiefs. I want to see something new. So it'll be interesting. So I think like NFC. I think NFC. I think Philly would still win the NFC.
Really?
I mean, Dallas does good, but they always choke. I mean, Dallas always has a chance to win the NFC. They get that far. It's just.
You're thinking Philly's going to make a return to the Super Bowl?
I think Philly will make a return, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And for AFC?
AFC, I don't know. I think Houston might make a push this year. I'm rooting for CJ Stroud this year. I want to see him go far. I think Houston give him a good, solid season. I think Houston will go far. They got a nice young team, and I think they will go far. They seem like they mesh well together, and we'll see. But then you always get your the Lions did good last year, but I don't see the Lions. I think that was their one chance. I don't see them.
Think so, huh?
Yeah, I don't see them getting back again. I just want to see somebody new. You get tired of seeing the same old teams every year. It's like y'all other teams need to step y'all game up. Come up.
You know who we need to see do good? We all need to, I think, really kind of sit back and go, who are the lovable losers that everybody can get behind, knowing they probably don't have a chance, but it's somebody that people can get behind and root for?
I think Green Bay. Green Bay is another one with Jordan Love.
Green Bay is one of those teams?
I think that's another one that can go far. I think they can I think this year everybody gonna get behind these young teams, and of course everybody gonna have their team, but I think just getting behind these young quarterbacks, Jordan Love, like he did, to me they did pretty good, for his first year over there. So
what about the Panthers?
Nah, who they still got who they quarterback? Bryce Young. I don't know. Nah.
That's a bad situation out there in Carolina.
I think another one that's going to flop. I think a lot of these first-time quarterbacks definitely going to flop. Michael Penix Jr., I want to see him do well.
Yeah.
He's another one. He's over in Minnesota. Minnesota, right?
Nope. Or Atlanta.
Atlanta, that's right, Atlanta. But you still
JJ McCarthy's in Minnesota.
Yeah, CJ. Okay. Yeah, so to see one of them teams, I just want to see somebody different, like somebody.
Atlanta with Penix Jr. would be
somebody who ain't never won a Super Bowl that's just gonna come out of nowhere and just shock the world. Like, damn, they just really just came out of nowhere.
Everybody thought that was going to be the Lions last year.
I mean, they had a good run. Too many mistakes. And I think that was a window of opportunity. I just don't see them.
They done fucked up.
Yeah. I want to see
um,
like the Browns or some random ass team.
no, as long as Sir Therapy Rapist is still on the Browns, I think we're good. I think I'm off. I'm off that train for a little
Yeah,
while now.
yeah. And then with the Browns, it's all going to depend on Chubb, like how he do after that major injury coming back. They said he's probably
Yeah.
going to miss the first half of the season. So just coming back from that major injury, how well is he going to do? But I mean, like with Green Bay, shit, they got Josh Jacobs now, so
Yeah, they do. But Josh Jacobs is another one of those that when he's healthy, he's good. But when he's not,
I think like a lot of that just had to do with the team that he was on. The Raiders just you
stinks.
started just giving up. I mean, it would be tight now to see like if he would have been with the with the new coach with what's the name, but we'll see. I think the Raiders go through. To me, the Raiders go through way too many changes every year. It's like you're never gonna have a team with the many changes y'all go through.
Going through changes.
It's like yeah, but change the head coaches. They done went through like 12 quarterbacks in the past year. And all of them just suck. So
We'll see. We'll see how they do for Mizzle's sake. We'll see how they do. Me, I'm thinking. Obviously, Homer wishful thinking. I'm hoping the 49ers, but realistically wise, coming out of the NFC, ooh, Green Bay looks good.
yeah. So
Green
saying
Bay, Green Bay, Green Bay
Green Bay
is a
is solid,
team
yeah.
that Green Bay is a team that looks pretty good. It is hard not to say the 49ers because I don't know of a team that's better than them in the NFC.
Yeah.
Like overall, I don't think there is a team that's better than them in the NFC, and that's unbiased thinking. Again, I could be wrong. If somebody points one out and we can have a discussion about it, then sure. But until that happens, NFC wise, there's nobody better than the 49ers. AFC wise, there's storylines in there that I look at it going, what do I want to see more? Do I want to see a Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Andy Reid three-peat? Historically, being able to kind of go back and see it and say, hey, yeah, we witnessed it. Sure. But entertainment-wise, probably not. I probably want to see somebody else. I do want to see C.J. Stroud. I was
Yeah.
really high on him last season.
Mhm.
I will die on this hill that he was until he got hurt. He was going to be in the running to win the MVP
Oh yeah,
as a
definitely, yeah.
rookie. So I'm really thinking what's going on out there in Houston is going to be big time for that organization. This is going to be a real stepping stone. Hopefully, CJ Stroud can kind of avoid the sophomore slump type of thing. But AFC wise, I feel like it's a cliche to say 49ers and Chiefs again because you're basically picking the two best
I don't
overall
see
teams.
I don't see either one of those teams making it to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, part of me doesn't think so either.
Yeah.
Just NFC wise, I just don't know who it would be. Green Bay is an interesting look, but I think they're still too young. I think they might need one more year or two to be really contending for Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Dallas will never be able to get over themselves.
I mean, we fucking can't get our wide receiver signed, so why
Your owner doesn't have a sense of urgency to get that
get like
receiver
CeeDee Lamb signed? I just don't understand that at all. Like you what, 3 weeks from the season starting, so he ain't even practiced yet?
He thinks y'all are good.
Nah.
We're in a good position right now.
Nah. You tripping. If they don't sign CeeDee Lamb and CeeDee Lamb goes somewhere else, so am I. I'm done for good. I'm like, that's y'all best hope right there. I mean, him
Put
like
that at
the
the
defense.
1
Like,
hour and a half mark. DJ Mastic said, if CD Lamb goes, I am gone
I am
too.
going. You can mark that August 23rd, 2024, 8:34 p.m.
Got it.
I will
Got
be
it.
done for good. Yeah. But I think Dallas always has a chance to contend. I feel like Dallas, big red going down the street. I feel like Dallas always beats themselves. Like it's like they have the squad, they have the defense, they have like the offense to do it, but they always find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. They have like a killer ass season. Like they'll go 12, 13, win 12, 13, 14 games. And you get to the playoffs and it's like they play like the Bears. They play like the Bears at the end of the season, yeah. So
that's how it is sometimes, man. Teams
yeah.
can't get over the hump.
So
I don't see the Eagles making it because I think the window and the hype train with Philadelphia has kind of gone down.
Yeah.
I think that's just
yeah.
I think their head coach might actually be gone soon.
Mm-hmm.
Quote unquote, maybe. So I'm kind of off on Philly right now. We'll see. Well, I mean, we'll see. They'll probably be in the playoffs. They might be a division winner or wild card or whatever. Regardless, they're going to be in the playoffs. But when it comes to getting to the Super Bowl, I think that train is
I mean,
long sailed at this point.
If you think about it in the East, all it really is Dallas and the Eagles in the East. Washington ain't gonna do shit. The Giants sure ain't gonna do nothing. And then you got who's the other team? You got Giants, Washington.
Giants, Washington, Eagles, Dallas. Those four.
Is it just the fourth?
Yeah, it's just four.
Okay.
Yeah, Washington's not going to be shit for a little while.
Yeah.
They can't even figure out what fucking team name they want.
I know, right?
At this point. So shit, we don't even know what their ownership, what anything like it. We don't know what anything's going to be looking like soon. So don't expect that organization to be really doing much the next few years. But overall, I'm just thinking and hoping it's going to be another great NFL season. It's going to be another great season for the JAFFOs. We got a lot of good partnerships and stuff like that coming up. Some things that are in the works that I can't necessarily talk about at this point. But hopefully, with these conversations, more things are going to be coming. I'm going to be having more conversations for the fight game coming up soon, so be tuned for that.
October 27th, we need to be going to Levi.
October 27th.
Dallas and Cowboys play at Levi again this year.
Tickets are going to be so much.
Like I'm looking at Dallas' schedule for this year, and like for half the season, I don't see why they don't. They should be blowing everybody out. They got Cleveland, you got New Orleans, you got Baltimore, who's gonna give them problems. You got the Giants. Pittsburgh is garbage. You got Detroit, which Detroit may give them some problems. You got the Niners. That's a Sunday game. You got Atlanta, Philly, Houston, Washington, the Giants, Cincinnati, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Philly, and then Washington again. I'm like,
another fairly easy schedule for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, like on paper, yeah, you should be
at least another 13-win season.
Yeah,
on paper.
Yeah.
So we'll see it. We'll see how it goes. But college, high school, pro, it's all back. It's football season. Everything's all the way back. We appreciate the absolute hell out of every single one of you guys for hanging out with us on this lovely Friday evening. Fantasy football coming up soon. We'll get the stream, and if you want to join the JAFFO Fantasy League, go ahead and hit us up on all the social media platforms down below, letting us know your team name and why you feel you should be part of the league.
Yeah, come get your money. Come get your money too.
September 6th, draft at 3 o'clock the Sunday before the first week of NFL. Go check that out. Once again, College Football 25. If you have the game, go download the team. The All-Pro JAFFOs are in College Football 25. Go download and create your dynasty with the JAFFO Army. Mad Six, anything coming up for you, sir?
Man, I got a boatload of stuff coming up. I got, let's see, next week I got a private event down in Pittsburgh, California. The week after that, I'm in Palmdale, California with Sugar Free. The week after that, I'm in San Francisco with Baby Bash. The week after that, I'm in Vallejo with Tooch Magoo. She's an artist here out of Sac. Let's see. Then I got a wedding October 6th. Then I got September 27th. Me and Kingdom throwing a show. We got a show coming up. We ain't been together in a minute, so he's one of my first artists that I DJ for. So we back together for a show out there in Folsom. That's September 27th. We just dropped the flyer for that. Wedding October 6th. I got a Halloween party downtown October 19th. Then I got a wedding, not a wedding, anniversary November 30th. That'll finish the year out. I'm sure I'm probably forgetting like one or two, but yeah, we
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Marathon right now, yeah.
So the greatest DJ on the entire planet is also the busiest DJ on the entire planet.
Oh yeah. Already booking for next year. We got weddings in October booked for next year already. So if you want DJ Mastix, you better book in advance because we're filling up fast. And come with that bag. If you ain't got that bag, don't even hit my line. We ain't got nothing to talk about. And don't tell me what to play. I'm out.
Yeah. Shit. Don't ever tell them what to play. Don't ever tell them what to play. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate the hell out of you guys. Appreciate Mizzle for coming on for a little bit, talking some ball before you left. Appreciate everybody in the comment section. Once again, go follow all the socials. Go follow all the socials. The All-Pro JAFFOs for notifications. Hit the subscribe button. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, Royal, you want to tell them? Tell them deuces.
Say deuces. Peace. Say it. Put a peace up. 2 fingers. 2 fingers.
Say deuces.
Say peace. Say deuces. Peace out. There you go.